Welcome back to Hashtag That. I'm Olivia Gruber.
And I'm Keith Savage. From the Oscars to Eternal Sunshine, we're back to the latest entertainment news updates.
All that and more from Hamden to Hollywood, we are your source for Quinnipiac's entertainment news.
From Hamden to Hollywood, we are your source for Quinnipiac's entertainment news.
General Hospital star Robin Bernard has died at 64 years old. Bernard was found dead in San Jacinto, California. It was said by police that she was found in an open field behind a business. She is most known for her role in the soap opera, but has also starred in movies like Diva, made in 1981, and Tour of Duty, made in 1988.
Dr. Dre announced that he's had 3 strokes after suffering from a brain aneurysm in 2021. The rapper said this about his experience. Quote, next thing you know, I'm blacking out, I'm in and out of consciousness, and I ended up in the ICU. I was there for 2 weeks. I'm hearing from the doctors coming in and saying, you don't know how lucky you are, end quote. Dre has been staying in shape and trying to avoid any more future episodes by watching his blood pressure, running, and lifting weights. He also said that the incident has made him appreciate life even more.
A new Ghostbuster movie named Ghostbusters Frozen Empire is hitting theaters on Friday, March 21st. The action, comedy, and sci-fi movie will star many celebrities like Paul Rudd, Carrie Coon, Finn Wolfhard, and many more. Director Gil Keenan's new movie will be an hour and 49 minutes long.
Bradley Cooper and Gigi Hadid's romance was caught on camera. The 2 A-list celebrities were caught together at dinner in New York City, where Hadid was going in for a kiss with Cooper. An eyewitness told E! News that the duo took a walk in a park after the date. This is the first time the two have been seen kissing in public together since October. The actor and supermodel have not confirmed that they are dating, but was also seen together on Valentine's Day. 49-year-old Cooper has a 6-year-old daughter with Arena Sheikh, and the 28-year-old Hadid has a 3-year-old daughter with Zayn Malik.
The 2024 Oscars were last week, and here with everything we missed is Taylor DeLisi.
Hey hashtag, Taylor DeLisi here, and today I'm here to bring you a summary of the 96th Academy Awards, which took place last Sunday, March 10th. The 96th Oscars were hosted by talk show host Jimmy Kimmel for the 4th year and brought in a whopping 19.5 million viewers. The first award of the night, Best Supporting Actress, was given to Davine Joy Randolph for her role as Mary Lamb in Alexander Payne's The Holdovers. In her heartwarming speech, she thanked all the women who helped her career and her publicist. Through tears, she also said, quote, my stride for authenticity and quality allows there to be a new standard set where we can tell universal stories in black and brown bodies. It can be accepted and enjoyed among the masses. It's not just black TV or black movies for black people, end quote. Throughout the night, 2 movies took home the most awards, with Oppenheimer taking 7 and Poor Things taking 4. Oppenheimer won 7 out of their 13 nominations, including prestigious titles such as Best Director, Best Supporting Actor, Best Actor, and the coveted Best Picture. The win for Robert Downey Jr., who played Lewis Strauss in Oppenheimer, is particularly heartwarming considering this is his first Academy Award. RDJ had a history of addiction in the 90s and even spent a year in prison. This made it hard for him to find work once he got out of rehab. Despite his setbacks, he came back out on top, and his story is one of success. Poor Things rightfully received awards for Best Hair and Makeup, Best Costumes, Best Production Design, and the highly anticipated Best Actress Award for Emma Stone's portrayal of Bella Baxter. This is her 2nd Oscar win, her first being Best Actress for La La Land in 2017. Many consider Stone's win a major upset for Lily Gladstone, considering she was the first Native American actress to ever be nominated for the award, but Stone's performance was truly unmatched. In her heartwarming speech, she not only thanks the cast and crew of Poor Things, but also her daughter, who's gonna be 3 in 3 days and has turned our lives technicolor. I love you bigger than the whole sky, my girl. The night was also filled with memorable performances, such as Billie Eilish and Phineas O'Connell's performance of What Was I Made For from the Barbie movie, leaving cast members such as America Ferrera and Kate McKinnon with wet eyes. The song took home the award for Best Original Song, Barbie's only win of the night. Despite Eilish being only 22 years old, this is her 2nd time winning the Oscar for Best Original Song, the first being in 2022 for No Time to Die from the most recent James Bond movie. In Eilish's speech, she thanks the usual friends and family, but also her teachers in a unique way. Quote, I want to thank my choir teachers, Eilish said. Thanks for believing in me. And to one of them, you didn't like me, but you were good at your job, end quote. Although Barbie only won for Best Original Song, the original song, I'm Just Ken, brought about the most notable moment of the night. Ryan Gosling, who portrays Ken in the Barbie movie, was dressed head to toe in a hot pink suit, along with a black cowboy hat, and joined by fellow Kens such as Scott Evans, Simu Liu, and Kingsley Ben-Adir. Gosling began the performance singing directly behind Margot Robbie, where she could not contain her laughter. The performance got better and better as rock and roll legend Slash from the band Guns N' Roses surprised the audience with a guitar solo on stage. As Slash is killing it on guitar, Gosling shoves the microphone into Emma Stone's face, an iconic moment for La La Land lovers. One could say this performance was more than Ken-uff. The 2024 Oscars had some of the best films I've seen in a while up for nominations, and it's going to be hard to top them at the 2025 Academy Awards. Unfortunately, that's all the time I have for tonight. I'm Taylor DeLisi, and we'll be right back after this commercial break.
What do you think you're doing, Kevin?
Was just gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
Like hearing voices?
Like your text-to-emoji ratio?
Oh man, the selfies. Selfie, nailed it.
We all have warning signs that let us know that we're probably not okay to drive. Mine is pretending to be your subconscious.
Craig, come on man, let's put a ride home.
I know what you're thinking. I need a job.
I need a new career.
Well, I've been there.
I've been there.
I've been there. I wasn't happy with what I was doing.
After high school, I didn't have a plan.
I just wanted to start working.
I got laid off twice, but you gotta keep going.
You just need the right skills. Find an apprenticeship.
I found a 2-year IT program.
I found a medical course online.
I'm now a consultant in the tech space.
You have more options than you think. You can do this.
You will find something.
You will find something new.
Ariana Grande dropped her 7th studio album last Friday, and here with the thoughts is Liz Ippolito.
Hey, hashtag Liz Ippolito here, and today I'm talking about Ariana Grande's 7th studio album, Eternal Sunshine. The album comes after a 4-year hiatus since her last album, Positions, dropped in late 2020. Grande has spent much of the past year in the news as she is to star as Glinda in the Wicked film, and for her divorce from Dalton Gomez in late 2023, and her new relationship with Wicked co-star Ethan Slater soon after. Aside from all the drama, Eternal Sunshine has a very mellow tone while still diving into different genres such as R&B and house. This album is incredibly vulnerable as her previous albums dove into a bunch of different sounds. Eternal Sunshine portrays an older and wiser vibe while still keeping Grande's unique vocals. Working with longtime collaborator Max Martin on this album, it is apparent through the diverse backtracks, the first half of the album was almost too low-key as it starts very slow but breaks the silence in the second half with songs like The Boy Is Mine, Imperfect for You, and Yes and. Mariah Carey is also featured on a remix of the hit single Yes and, but is not included on the album. At a glance, Yes and is the perfect track to release as a single as it is the most powerful and diverse track with its heavy house influence. Good thing Grande released this album because fans have been waiting for so long, even going as far as leaking her unreleased tracks to the internet. And I can't judge them too harshly because I listen to the unreleased tracks as well. Songs such as Fantasize and Why Is Everyone So In Love With Me weren't featured on the album, and that is my one negative critique. Grande responded to the leaks on the Zach Sang show saying, "I'll see you in jail, literally." She also went on to joke how embarrassing it was for Fantasize. Hey, hashtag Liz Ippolito here, and today I'm talking about Ariana Grande's 7th studio album. Fantasize and Why Is Everyone So In Love With Me weren't featured on the album, and that is my one negative critique. Grande responded to the leaks on the Zach Sang show saying, "I'll see you in jail, literally." She also went on to joke how embarrassing it was for Fantasize to get so much hype from fans, saying it was just a parody of a 90s girl group. Ariana, I don't care what it is, just please release it. As a big Ariana Grande fan myself, this honestly is not her best work as an artist. This being due to the incredibly slow start to the album, but everything turns around towards the end with The Boy Is Mine, Imperfect for You, and We Can't Be Friends, Wait for Your Love. The Boy Is Mine has a very sweetener sound with the R&B tones, Imperfect for You takes a very 2000s sound which gives it that nostalgic feeling, and We Can't Be Friends, Wait for Your Love takes the role of a powerful love song with very weekend vibe to it. These 3 songs make the album rise a little bit higher on my list. Ariana Grande fans, we better hold on to this album for as long as we can because there's no telling if or when there will be another one releasing. Grande did also say on the Zach Sang show that she is open to touring for this album, but nothing is set in stone for now. Fans can eagerly await to see Grande and Wicked coming to theaters November 27th. That's all from me for this week. Back to Keith and Olivia at the desk.
Eli Ehlers is taking us across the globe for this week in What in the World. Take it away, Eli.
Thanks, guys. Let's get right into it. The Kate Middleton mystery took quite a turn this past week. It has now been since Christmas when she was in the public eye before disappearing for a planned abdominal surgery in January. But now an additional face has joined the mystery. Rose Hanbury, a British model. Global News said in an article, quote, "For years, the royal gossip mill has speculated that Hanbury is Prince William's alleged mistress, though it has never been proven," end quote. Rumblings of a possible affair first surfaced among royal watchers in 2019, and now, amid wild speculations of the Princess of Wales' whereabouts and a series of missteps by the Kensington Palace PR machine, her name is back at the forefront. Squid Games actor Oh Young-so has been found guilty of sexual misconduct following a 2017 incident. He was first charged in 2020 after a woman accused him of inappropriately touching her. In 2022, the 79-year-old became the first South Korean to win a Golden Globe Award for the Best Supporting Actor in a series for his performance as a seemingly vulnerable old man in a mega-hit Netflix dystopian thriller. The actor was sentenced to 8 months in prison, suspension for 2 months, and 40 hours of classes on sexual violence. The Golden Globe winner actor has denied the accusations. Going back to the royal family, Meghan Markle is launching a lifestyle company, American Riviera Orchard. Last Thursday, a new account was created on Instagram for her company. Only the logo has been posted. The account already has over 515,000 followers. In an article posted by Vogue.com, it was stated that rumors began swirling last year that the Duchess was looking to revive her old lifestyle blog, The Tig. Before she married Prince Harry, Markle actively published recipes, travel guides, and more on the site. In March of 2020, the 2 months after they announced their decision to leave the royal family, they shared they'd no longer be posting on the account. "While you may not see us here, the work continues," the couple wrote. Since they haven't had much presence on social media, now with Meghan's new company, it seems she'll be back on social media. That's it for this week's hashtag What in the World. We'll be right back after this commercial break.
I don't think that many kids in my son's school even do it.
He makes fun of his friend who vapes.
He would never try it.
She's into soccer.
She's on the honor roll.
She's just not the type.
No way.
No way.
No way.
No way, my kid would never vape.
Get your head out of the cloud. Today, nearly 8,000 kids will start vaping. Maybe even yours. Learn about the dangers at talkaboutvaping.org.
I know what you're thinking. I need a job.
I need a new career.
Well, I've been there.
I've been there.
I've been there. I wasn't happy with what I was doing.
After high school, I didn't have a plan.
I just wanted to start working.
I got laid off twice, but you gotta keep
You
going.
just need the right skills. Find an apprenticeship.
I found a 2-year IT program.
I found a medical course online.
I'm now a consultant in the tech space.
You have more options than you think. You can do this.
You will find something.
You will find something new.
We're back with this week's Hollywood news update, and here to fill us in on the latest West Coast entertainment news is Michael Hanley.
Tag. Today, we're going straight to Hollywood for our first story. Mike Tyson and Jake Paul are set to fight in Netflix's first major sporting broadcast. Tyson, a world-renowned boxer with 44 career knockouts under his belt, is set to fight for the first time since 2020. However, the event does not come without its controversies, as many are concerned about Mike Tyson's age and the rules surrounding the event. Tyson is much older than the average boxer, being 30 years older than his opponent, Jake Paul. Yet, Tyson still needs to make weight, is getting drug tested, and there's just a lot of complicated stuff around it. On the other hand, Jake Paul is allowed headgear, will not be drug tested, and does not need to make weight. Despite these rules, Tyson is still favored to win the fight in the early rounds. What do you guys think about Tyson returning to the ring? Do you think we'll see more Netflix sporting events in the future?
Olivia, I'm excited to see how this fight is all going to turn out, but I think it's crazy how much all the requirements are, how it's really not even all. Mike Tyson's 30 years old, one of the best boxers we've ever seen, ever overall in the history of boxing. But overall, Jake Paul, he's no joke of a boxer also, and that's what I think. But also I think the big thing is Jake Paul has to even this fight out. But what do you think?
I mean, for me, Mike Tyson is the older guy. He's more experienced. Jake Paul is, the younger guy who has less of an experience. From what I've been, researching, thinking about is, I feel like, in my opinion, Mike Tyson is just, gonna win this.
Yeah, I'm also excited for the Netflix, and
yeah.
we haven't really seen that, but I'm excited to see what this can do for Netflix. If this turns out getting a lot of viewers, it's going to turn out into something big. It's not going to be something small. Netflix has the money to back it up. But what do you think about that?
I mean, Netflix is one of the world's biggest streaming companies, and they don't really have money like live sports things. So, I mean, this is going to be amazing for them. We'll see what it does. What do you think, Michael?
Well, Netflix is a powerhouse in the world of streaming. I think this is going to be great for them. And on top of that, Mike Tyson is going to destroy Jake Paul in 2 rounds. It is going to happen. Moving on, Americans could lose access to TikTok within months after a new bill passed through the House of Representatives last Wednesday. The bill, passed by an overwhelming vote of 352 to 65, now goes to the Senate, where the future remains unclear. The bill passed over concerns of TikTok's parent company, ByteDance, being beholden to the Chinese government and the Chinese Communist Party. Joe Biden said that if the Congress passes the measure, he will sign it into law. That means TikTok has 2 choices, either separate itself from ByteDance or be removed from app stores in the United States. Guys, how do you feel about TikTok being banned?
Keith, I mean, for me, TikTok is like my life. I wake up every morning, I watch TikTok. I'm going to be really sad if that gets banned because, a lot of trends are on there, but then some are bad, some are good. It's like entertainment to me.
Yeah.
And, I mean, I just hope they keep it. I hope everything goes well. And, yeah, what do you think?
Yeah, I agree with that. I'm on TikTok almost every day. It's probably one of the most top used apps I use in general out of anything. TikTok is just an app that it's like going to my free time. Just whenever I'm bored, looking at some sports, music, whatever I want to look at, TikTok has the algorithm. It's one of the best around. I think if it's going to ban, a lot of people are going to be upset, but I think it's going to make a lot of people move to Instagram Reels, or it's going to be a new app that kind of takes control. That's kind of happened with TikTok after Vine was shut down. It started to take control once it started going around COVID time. So I think people are going to try to emphasize on this. If TikTok does get banned, it's going to be another app that comes after.
Yeah, and if I may add in, lots of influencers make money from TikTok. So this could totally destroy their career, destroy their source of income. So, I hope this just stays well.
Yeah, there's just a lot of people are going to be just confused exactly on what to do, and it's just not going to have a lot of time. When you have free time, people are going to, wow, I got to go to a new app, go to a new go-to app. So I think it is really interesting. But overall, Michael, what do you think?
Well, on one hand, it kind of shows how there's a lot of things being held up in the government right now, but this bill was just so quickly passed. It's kind of weird because there's definitely a lot bigger concerns that we could be dealing with. But right now we're focusing on TikTok influencing people through the Chinese government, which is just absolutely insane to me. On the other hand, I also think it causes a little bit of brain rot. Like my attention span is destroyed. I can't remember what I had for breakfast this morning, and I feel like TikTok definitely has a lot to do with that. So I guess we'll see. But it's always going to go to a different company or a different group of people. So only time will tell. But that's all we have time for in the Hollywood News Update. We'll be right back after this commercial break.
Type 2 diabetes can have a big impact on your life, but how can it be prevented? Well, the first step is knowing if you have prediabetes, a serious medical condition that puts you at high risk for type 2 diabetes. 1 in 3 American adults has prediabetes, but more than 80% don't know they have it. The good news is, prediabetes can be reversed, and for many people, healthy changes in their daily routine can make a big difference. Take the 1-minute risk test today at doihaveprediabetes.org.
Maybe you can make retirement happen. After all, you made home ownership happen. Homeschooling yourself on loans, beefing up your credit score.
So I'm pre-approved.
You were like, yes! Sorry. Color coding listings, ticking boxes, and flushing every toilet in a 20-mile radius. Home sweet home. You aced house hunting. Now get the tips you need to get on track at aceyourretirement.org.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
The new A24 thriller, Love Lies Bleeding, just released, and here with her thoughts is Grace Doyle.
Hey hashtag, on March 8th, Love Lies Bleeding made its theatrical debut. The sophomore effort by director Rose Glass, Love Lies Bleeding is the newest and biggest horror release by A24 since their 2022 hit, Talk to Me. The film follows a gym manager and a female bodybuilder as they navigate falling in love after committing crimes of passion against the backdrop of rural New Mexico. Katie O'Brien is easily the highlight of the film. Her performance as Jackie, a bodybuilder on the run to Las Vegas, is completely unhinged. O'Brien, who previously starred in The Mandalorian, was completely up to the physical challenge of the role, having been a former bodybuilder herself. According to O'Brien, she would spend almost 14 hours a day on set, with additional 2 to 3 hour workouts every night. The physical turmoil helped the actress get into her character's headspace and deliver a performance which is powerful in all aspects. Kristen Stewart is also amazing in the film as gym manager Lou. Her performance is shrouded in mystery, leaving the audience in suspense of her every move. She took the role because of her admiration of Glass's work and how the director subverted the traditional strong woman trope. In an interview with Rolling Stone, Stewart said, quote, "What does that mean? It means that we're not actually letting women define themselves. It's the assumption that we need to be empowered by the people deciding who gets to have perspective, that we have to provide something aspirational. It's the lowest hanging fruit there is." She was like, strong girl, bodybuilding, got it. Simple as that, end quote. Rounding out the cast is Ed Harris as Lou's crime lord father. Harris's career is that of a legend, and he transforms in this role. Also involved is Dave Franco as the ever-so-creepy JJ, and Anna Baryshnikov as Daisy, Lou's overly devoted ex. I admire each of these actors' commitments to their roles, but especially Baryshnikov, who fully plays into Daisy's obsessions. She can go from comically ditzy to catastrophically dangerous within a matter of seconds and possesses a real, at first undermined threat to the two leads. A key factor to the success of this film is Glass's campy direction. The artist is a visionary when it comes to daring cinema, as she previously directed the hit film Saint Maud. Glass strategically navigates brutal violence, gore, and body horror, all through an unabashedly queer lens. When this film works, it really works, and I'm excited to see the future creations of the twisted mind of Rose Glass. Its cataclysmic climax may not resonate with all audience goers, but its modern take on noir filmmaking is equal parts genre-bending and groundbreaking. Love Lies Bleeding is in theaters nationwide. That's all from me. Back to you guys at the desk.
This week in honor of our St. Patrick's Day episode, Olivia and I are playing a game of Guess the Irish Celebrity. Let's get started. So for the very first one, we're going to go, I recently won an Oscar for Best Actor. I'm most known for my work in Peaky Blinders. I have striking blue eyes. Do you know this one at all?
I mean, Keith, what do you think? I have
I
no idea.
actually think I know this one. I think it's Cillian Murphy.
All right, well, let's see it.
Yeah, there we go.
Congrats.
That's the one I know. There's one of the best movies of the year in Oppenheimer, so keeps on going. Then we go, what do you like better, Oppenheimer or Peaky Blinders?
I mean, I'll go with Oppenheimer since it, came out on my birthday this past year. I mean, I've heard a lot about it. It's pretty fun.
Yeah, Oppenheimer, I was the same thing. That was one of my favorite movies of the year. Very long movie, but I enjoyed it. All right, let's go on to the second one. I'm dating Sabrina Carpenter. I was a boxer in high school. I almost lost my arm to a flesh-eating bacteria days before filming The Banishes of Inisherin.
That's a lot.
Yeah, well, I know Sabrina Carpenter. She used to date the guy from Good Luck Charlie, but I know it's not him anymore. I think she used to date Joshua Barrett too.
Yeah,
not
I'm
him
thinking.
anymore.
I'm thinking.
I think his name was like Barry or
Yeah.
something like that. I'm gonna say Barry Keoghan. Oh, there. Looks like.
Yep.
He was famous for Saltburn. I didn't end up watching the movie, but did you end up seeing it?
Not yet. I mean, it's one of the movies that I want to watch eventually, because I've heard a lot about it from people around here. So yeah, yeah.
We'll go on to number 3. I was in one of the most iconic boy bands of the 2010s. I was on The Voice US, and I am a guitar player. I'll be honest, I have zero clue who this person is. There's a lot of people who've been on The Voice overall. I'm probably gonna know who this person is, but it's just a wide list, I feel like. But you have any idea who
Like
this person is?
iconic boy bands.
There's a lot. I think
don't
like
know why
One
I'm
Direction.
thinking, yeah, One Direction.
Is it Zayn? I have no clue. I don't know about One Direction. All right, who is it? Oh, Niall. I should have known this one. I don't know. One Direction, I haven't watched them over a decade. Niall's kind of,
I should know this.
He's kind of been falling off a little bit off the days, but overall, Niall was great. But did you have a favorite person?
I mean, Niall was my favorite because I think he was the cutest, but people might say differently. And yeah, do you have a favorite?
Harry Styles, he's the one who kind of has blown up the most out of, so I'll have to go with him.
Yeah.
We'll have to go with number 4. I was born in America, but moved to Ireland when I was 3. My name means freedom in the native Irish language. I auditioned to play Luna Lovegood in the Harry Potter movies. Another one. I'm struggling hard on these. I really have zero clue. I really don't know freedom in the native Irish language
I don't
at
know
all.
either. I feel like this is like horrible because I'm Irish myself and I have no idea.
I was never that big in the Harry Potter movies. Watched a few. But I'm not sure. I have to see who it is. To be honest, I do not know who that person is at all.
I don't know either.
So, we'll go on with number 5. I'm known for my deep and threatening voice. I had big roles in Schindler's List and Taken. I could speak English, Irish, Gaelic, and French. Olivia. This is not looking good for me. I really have,
it's not
again,
looking good for
no
me
clue. I never watched Schindler's List. That might be I'm not like a lot of people. But I got zero clue who this person is. What about you?
I'm going with the same thing.
Oh, Lee. I know. All right, yeah, I know him.
I know who
a lot of
I know
people
who that
speak
guy is.
English, Irish, Gaelic. This is a lot. I'm trying to think of Liam Neeson's movie off my head. Because Taken's a pretty solid movie overall throughout the years. What do you think of it?
I gotta say the same thing. Yeah.
All right. I guess we'll go on to number 6. We got 2 left. I was known for my roles in Mamma Mia, GoldenEye, Die Another Day. I currently live in Hawaii. I wasn't allowed to wear a suit in any other film after being chosen to be the 5th James Bond actor. I feel like I am looking very stupid in this. Because again, I don't know who this person is. I feel like I'm not educated enough on these topics. I really don't know. Pierce, I'm sorry, man. But I'm not a big James Bond. Not a big James Bond guy.
This
next one, though?
Keith's apology.
I'm pretty sure I know this one. I'm going on tour this summer for my album Unreal Unearthed. I'm rumored to be in a situationship with Brittany Broski. I am 6'6". Who do you know? Who do you think? I'm pretty confident I know this person.
I don't know. I feel so stupid.
He's saying, "Take me to church."
Oh my gosh! Wait, I know of the artist. I just can't remember the name.
And it's gonna be Hozier. I don't even know if I said it correct. Hozier. I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce it. Let's see. Is that the person? There we go. Do you have a favorite one? Favorite song that he's had?
There's a lot. I can't pick one. I mean, yeah, Take Me to Church. That's the one you mentioned.
I have to agree on the same exact one. I'll be honest, Hozier seems like a great guy. Yeah. I don't know many songs about Hozier. Overall, I gotta go Take Me to Church. I remember watching that. I remember watching that song in class. But we gotta go on.
All right, that's all we have this week on #that.
Make sure to follow us on our social media accounts to stay up to date.
I'm Olivia Gruber.
And I'm Keith Savage. From the producers, talents, and everyone working hard behind the scenes, thanks for watching #that. We'll see you again next week.